Hi guys, this is Kudo, and today in this video I will show you how you can manage to know if you click or touch an object in the scene. So let's get started. So first thing first, you will need to create a script. So let's create a C# script and let's call it maybe touch object. And after, oh, and open Visual Studio. So the script is open. Now let's create a private camera, and it will be my camera. So it's basically up to you if you want to serialize this field or make it public. It's just depend on you. So I will attribute my camera on the start function. So let's say my camera will be equal to camera.main. So just remember, this will allow you to look through your camera in the inspector. So anyway, after I will need a private array. So array, sorry, private array, and I will need a private raycast it as hit. So I will explain it just just after. Don't worry, it will be very easy. So basically, during this tutorial, we will detect our click on the raycast. So let's go back to our code and now let's create our first function. So let's call it void handle raycast, and it will take in parameter a vector3 as my input because it will allow us to know if we take an input as a mouse or our touch position on the mobile. So anyway, so after that, I will say ray will be equal to my camera dot screen point to ray. So basically, screen point to ray is transform our point from our camera of my vector3. So my vector3 will be my input to array. So basically, if I go back to Unity, my camera screen point array. So basically, if I click here, he will transform this point position into array. So that it's very easy. And basically, he will just take our camera as reference. And so let's go back to our scene. And so ray equal to my camera screen point array of my input. And right now we say if physic raycast, so physic raycast, physic dot raycast of ray, and I will out a hit. So basically here, what I'm gonna do is say if the raycast is hitting something, so let's do something. This is the Boolean value, it's written true or false. So basically what I want to do, I just want to put right now just debug.log, uh, um, let's say we touching an object, we touching uh, an object. And we touching an object, and let's say and the name of the object is all right, so we'll say hit dot transform dot name. So basically this is a very easy way to do that. So I will call my function, so handle raycast, and I put in, yeah, we need to put a parameter, so the parameter will be input dot mouse position. So right now it will take all my it will take my coordinate of my mouse position each time. It don't care if I click or if I don't click. I will show you that just later, just after. And let's create cube. So I already got a prefab. So let's take a red cube and let's create an empty game object. We'll call it maybe, so reset it and maybe call it touch manager, maybe, right? And let's drag and drop our code. So script and touch object. So let's drag and drop here. And let's hit play. And what you will see in the console, so the console is right here, you see my mouse is moving right now. And if I go through the cube, as you can see, and you can see here, we are touching an object, and the name of this object is red cube. And as soon as move from the cube, the console is stop debugging something. So that's it, guys. This is a very basic one. So right now, let's focus and let's say I don't want this to 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 execute it every time, but only if how can I say that? If I press down my mouse position. So very easy. I just need the if statement. So if input dot mouse dot get mouse down. So this is this is the three possibility. So you got get mouse down, get button down, and get button up. So basically, the get mouse down is when you held the button of your mouse. This one is only going of the first frame when you click down the button of your mouse, and this one is when you release the button of your mouse. So the one we are interesting is get mouse button down, and you will need which click. So I will say the 0 because this one is on the left button. So like this, and just copy paste. And if we go back to Unity and we hit play, we can see if I go over my cube right now, it's not working. But if I hit play, if I click on the cube, right now you can see we are touching the object red cube. And if I click another way, it's not the cube, you can see nothing happen. On the cube, not on the cube. So yeah, so let's customize a little bit our function, and let's say I want to do something else if depending on which object I'm touching. So let's create a switch. So let's say switch, and I want to switch on hit dot transform dot GameObject dot tag. So basically, what I'm going to do here is in function of what type of object I'm touching on the depending on the tag, I will do something and I will do something else. So let's say on the tag, I will say case one, it will be red cube, okay? And let's put break. Sorry, break. Oh, sorry, I forget the two dots. All right. So let's put breaks. All right. And let's use another case, and let's say this case will be blue cube. So blue cube. And maybe, for example, I want to, if I hit the red cube, I want to say hit dot transform dot position sorry, position will be equal to new vector 3 of it uh, dot transform. Oh, yeah, maybe it will be. Don't worry, it's the same. Dot position uh, plus 1, for example. It's just a very easy code, or maybe I will say like this will be more fast. So plus equal to vector 3 dot let's say not back, but maybe uh, up. Let's up. No, it's not up, not down, so left maybe, no, right. So let's say right, for example, and maybe the blue cube, I will say plus equal to not right but down, for example. So basically, if I hit the red cube, his position will be instantiate. It will be incremented as +1 on the x-axis, and if I hit the blue cube, he will subtract -1 to on the y-axis. Very easy code, just to show you how things work. So let's go back to our scene, and I create another prefab. So where is it? Prefab, so blue cube. And do not forget to go on your tag here and add your tag red cube and blue cube. So I take red and blue, but you can basically put anything you want. If you want to say sphere, cube, character one, player one, it doesn't matter. Just put the tag and do not forget to attribute it on the tag, because by default your cube is on untag. So if it's on untag, it will not work. So do not forget to put your tag on your cube. So I put red cube. So let's hit play and then let's see what's happened. So as you can see, if I hit on the red cube, my red cube is moving on the left. And if I hit the blue cube, as you can see, my blue cube is going down. So yeah, and this is a very basic tutorial. So let's go back now to our code and let's customize. So if you don't want to stay, you can leave the video. It's not a problem because it's a very easy tutorial and you can work just fine. And if you leave the video right now, so do not forget to subscribe and comment if you like my content. And for those who going out, see you on the next video. And for those who want to stay, so let's customize our code and let's get this work on the mobile device, and let's customize and uh, put this more generic. So as you see now, I like to use a serialized field, and especially enum port. So let's create a private enum, and let's call it manage click, and let's put none if we press down, if we held our game object, or if we press it up, or if we release our finger or our click. So now I need a serialized field. Let's call private manage click. So my manage click. All right. And what I need to do right now, I already create my function here. So I don't need that because I will use it after. And what I need to create right now is our function to handle the click on on the on the mobile and the click on the editor Unity. So let's create our function. So void handle click mouse, and let's use a switch. So just switch, and let's switch on my manage click. So enter option. Oops, no, it's not work. Why it's not working? Uh, uh, my manage click should be working. Yep. All right. And if we don't want to use the click, so it's none. So if we want to held the button, so what we want to do is basically each time to call this function. for sure, but we will just take if input dot get mouse button of 0. I want to do this, and it will just switch on each case. So this case is held. So sorry, this one is down. So it's not get mouse button, but get mouse button down. The held is get mouse button, and the last one is get mouse button up. So get mouse button up. And basically, guys, that's it. So this will work on the mouse click, and I will need the same, but not for the mouse, but for my handle click or maybe handle touch. It will be more handle touch mobile, all right? And we'll still switch on my manage click, and if it will be not input dot get mouse down, but more than more input. So if input, so input dot touch count is superior to 0, we need to check this first, and input dot touches, so touches, and we will take the first one, and if this phase is equal to touch phase began. And here, instead of input mouse dot position, we'll take input touch of the first touch dot position. All right, and same for the other one. So held right there and up right there. So the only thing we will change is the phase, so it will not begin but move for the held, and for the up it will be end. So yeah. And last thing to do right now is just to go create a last function. So let's create our last function. So let's say void is click object. And I know I like to use a lot of function because right now it's more clean and more understandable to what I'm doing. So instead of putting everything on the update, I don't like to put everything on the update. I like to break my code to a multiple function, and I think it's much better. Anyway, so we will call our function handle click mouse and handle touch mobile. And remember, on the last video on the carousel, we managed to use this, the sharp if and the sharp else if. So we'll use that again. So sharp if we are Unity editor or Unity standalone, and same as the other one. So if we are Android or iOS right now, so else if, and do not forget to end if everything. So at the end, end if. And what I need to do right now, I just need to call our function. So on the right thing, so for sure for the editor, editor instead of it will be the click mouse, and for my mobile, still will be handle touch mobile right there. If it's on the gray, it's normal because sometimes Unity can be very annoying with Unity iOS, but don't worry, it will work. And do not forget to call your function in the update function. And that's it, guys. So this is a clean way to use it. So let's go back to our code, and as you can see on the touch manager, you can manage if you don't want to manage the click, or if you just want to manage on the down side. So let's test on the down. If you just want to, the Raycast will be working on the down function. So let's go back and click. And as you can see, if I press down, one time is just work one time. Same as if I change it right now to held. So if I click right now and I move my my how to say my mouse, as you can see, my cube is moving. Same as the blue one. If I click on the cube right now and I'm moving my cube is moving. And same as if I change it to up, right now I'm clicking on the blue cube, and when I release it, he will move. So that's it, guys, for the video. Hope you enjoy the video and the content. If you like it, just like the video and comment below. It will be very nice. If you don't like it, just dislike. But just help me to improve my video if you don't like my video. So by commenting and maybe help me to sharp my maybe my English. And again, sorry if I misspelling some word, but it's not my native language. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.